All right, guys, this is where the next leg of my journey begins. At Cairo Gateway Plaza. It's a big bus terminal in there. I'm going to catch a bus today to the Sinai Peninsula for the first time, to the town of Dahab. We're leaving African Egypt and heading over to the Asian part of Egypt. Let's hit the road. This is the first and only proper bus terminal that I've been to in Egypt, with like cafes and indoor seating and tables. Very nice place. Alright, got my bus. I got a window seat on the right side, which is what I wanted, so that I can see the Red Sea. I'll have a view of it on this side. And it looks like we're on schedule to leave on time. Alright guys, I made it to Dahab. It took almost 13 hours. It's coming on 9 p.m. and we left at about 8 a.m. from Cairo. There were several military checkpoints along the way. Twice they searched bags, but they barely even looked in mine. Once they realized I was a foreigner, the first time the guy just kind of brushed me off, told me to close my bag. So it was pretty long, but it actually could not have really gone much better, I think. It was very comfortable. And I had a window seat, I had some good views. It was a very pleasant day. As has happened to me many times before, the bus decided to drop us off like almost 4 kilometers out of town, and at an area where all his taxi driver buddies could try to you know, sell us a taxi ride into town, instead of dropping us at what I thought was the actual bus terminal, which is way closer to the center. But I'm not gonna let them win. I'm just gonna walk it. I need the exercise anyway. It's a beautiful, warm evening, man. So nice out here. I'm so excited to be out of the bus and on my own and here in Dahab. So I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, to catch you up here, I'd really like the vibe here in Dahab. Big herd of goats right there on the street. My hostel was full tonight, so I hung out for much of the day, and now I'm gonna go camp up in those mountains just outside of town. I saw some paths, hiking trails on the map, and it's not that far too, like half hour, 45-minute walk maybe. All right, I've found a little path along the beach here which runs right beside people's properties, and I've been told that I'm not allowed to stop because people live in these houses right along the water. One of them was a kind of a hotel or some kind of lodging that looked a little fancy. Quite beautiful. So this is the Gulf of Aqaba, which is kind of like an arm of the Red Sea. It goes all the way to Taba on the Egyptian side. It's called Eilat on the Israeli side, and Aqaba on the Jordanian side. Saudi Arabia is on the other side. Actually, you might not be able to see this on the camera, but I can see quite clearly those mountains on the other side. That's Saudi Arabia. Check out these mountains, man. And here we've got a military helicopter. It's a huge military presence on the Sinai Peninsula. I'm going that way, up that canyon kind of area into those mountains to camp tonight. That's where I want to go. It looks promising from this angle. Man, I'm only like not even 2 kilometers from the center of Dahab, and it's a totally different vibe. There's nothing going on out here, only little shacks and stuff. I feel already like I'm off the beaten path a little bit. There is absolutely zero breeze. The air is not moving at all, and I'm sweating bullets. It's way warmer here in Dahab than it was like in Hurghada, for example, also on the Red Sea coast. Beautiful landscapes, man. This kind of riverbed here. This just keeps getting better and better. Found a path. Look at this. This is unbelievable. And you can clearly see Saudi Arabia on the other side. Oh, and there's a camp down there. That looks like a permanent camp. Dogs barking. Well, now I have to go up here. I've gotten this close. Sound travels absolutely forever up here. I can hear those guys playing their ukulele so clearly. I wonder if they can hear me speaking right now. There's zero noise, zero breeze. Look at that. Wow. And there's the town of Dahab. Oh my goodness. You guys might be able to hear the call for prayer right now at sunset. Amazing how 3 nights ago I camped in one of the worst spots I've ever camped at, and this is probably one of the nicest. Anyways, I'm gonna set up my tent and probably go to bed really early and hopefully get a good night's sleep. I'll check in with you guys in the morning. It is completely silent out here. There's absolutely no sound except for this fly that just showed up. So I've got to get up, pack it up, and get a move on. And here we are back at my spot, my viewpoint. I think I'm going to go just over there. All right, I dropped my bag at my hostel, my big bag, and now I'm just going for a long walk down to that beach, that little peninsula at the south of town. And as I get further south to like the edge of town, it's all resorts and stuff. Look at this fancy place, this big pool, all these lawn chairs and stuff. And check out the 50s music or whatever era. And we finally reached the end of town, I guess, the end of all the resorts. The last ones are down that way. We got one under construction here. This paved path continues for a ways still, and there's virtually no people anymore. Just a random salt pool right next to the Gulf. Guys, this is probably one of the nicest spots I've seen in this whole country. This is one of my favorite spots, easily. Could be my favorite. The Gulf of Aqaba, you can see Saudi Arabia on the other side. This long peninsula here, beautiful blue water, nobody around. It's so easy to find your own spot. And these spectacular rugged mountains, the whole like length of the shore, the coastline here. What's up, guys? It's very windy. I hope you can hear me. You know that feeling when a place just speaks to you and it tells you this is your place? I got that when I walked around here. There's like the outer kind of big Gulf of Aqaba side right there, and then there's this little peninsula that wraps around. So there's this area here in the middle that is sort of semi-enclosed. So I decided this is where I'm gonna go for a dip. There's nobody near me. What a beautiful place, man. This is amazing. It gets deep so gradually. Actually, it's less deep now than it was over there near the shore. But I think it gets deeper over here where the water turns dark blue. Yep, it gets deeper here, that's for sure. Oh, I guess I should submerge myself. It's quite chilly. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the stuff. Awesome. Awesome. Oh. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for my time here in Dahab. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey to the Sinai Peninsula. Tomorrow I'm going to hit the road off for the next adventure. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again really soon.